What's up, guys? I don't think I've sat down here and talked to you in quite a bit. So I just wanted to touch on a couple things. Nothing new and profound here. Most everything that's going to be discovered as far as getting bigger and stronger and performing better has already been discovered. Uh, a lot of what's going on now as far as the research and data is just, confirming these things that we've already known through experience. However, I just wanted to touch on, I see all the time people arguing what method is better. Be it West Side 531, insert cookie cutter method here for making gains. And the fact of the matter is, all of these methods have been proven to work. So saying, well, this guy totals X and he did this, and this guy totals Y and he did that method, it's a pointless argument. Progressive overload fucking works. That's what we know, and there's different ways to do it, and you may individually respond better to, program X than you do program Y, and that's fine and dandy. It doesn't make one better than the other. Picking the one that you enjoy the most and will be the most consistent with is probably going to be the best one for you. That said, what often goes untalked about is rest and recovery, and that's where the key lies in getting, bigger, stronger, performing better. And you don't see it talked about near as much. I know there's more of it coming to the light recently. I'm just going to touch on it here. Anecdotally speaking, I aim for 8 hours of sleep every night. I have a 3-year-old. I have him on a routine. My wife works a job now where sometimes she doesn't get home, at that time. But regardless, I get him in bed. He's in bed at 8 o'clock, 8:30, and usually asleep by 9. I usually go to my bed at about 8:30 and, aim to be asleep before 10 o'clock. And I wake up at 6 every morning, start my getting ready for work routine and all that stuff. So, that's paramount, getting enough sleep, enough quality sleep. And speaking of, I have a king-sized memory foam bed. It's fucking amazing. You do not have to break the bank to get one. If you want to Google up or go on Amazon and look at Zionist T mattresses, I got my mattress, frame, hypoallergenic bed cover, and which is king size 12-inch thick. And then I got that's what she said, giggity. I got my son a twin size 6-inch thick mattress, hypoallergenic cover, and frame. Got it all delivered to my door for under $600. And it sleeps amazing. The first night we got in it, just vertebrae start popping as you lay down. It's really comfortable. I don't know long term, because it is very cheap, and I don't expect the durability of like a Tempur-Pedic, which happens to be my number one customer where I work. And I can get those at an employee discount. They're still fucking expensive. But that said, for the price, I think the mattress itself, the king size 12-inch thick mattress alone, was somewhere in the $150 ballpark. If I get a year out of it and I have to buy one, every year, who cares? That's $1,500 over 10 years. Whereas a Tempur-Pedic mattress, you're looking at like 10 grand ish. I can get them at cost, and it still costs between $1,500 and $2,500 depending upon what mattress I chose in a king size size. And I will always choose king size. Me and my wife have had a king size forever. Once you go king size, there's no going back. So, getting that sleep is important. Relaxing. Find something relaxing to do to calm you down. Maybe it's a hot bath, hot shower. I don't know. I can't speak on the science of the heat itself. Aiding in recovery. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe there's not. I don't know. But the relaxation part, if you could get a good half an hour to an hour just fucking relaxing, that's going to help aid your recovery, reduce stress levels, shit like that. And then cardio. I've been doing cardio now regularly, probably close to a year. And it's something where I don't necessarily push the boundaries of my limits of my cardiovascular endurance. I do in spurts, but during the bulk of my training, like right now especially, Generally speaking, if I do a bench press day or a OHP day, I do 3 miles afterward on the elliptical machine. If I do a squat day or a deadlift day, a mile or two, depending. And then on my off days from barbell training, I do 5 miles on the elliptical. Now I choose the elliptical. I'm a big guy, and it's no impact, low impact, whatever you want to call it. So it doesn't really take a lot out of me. It doesn't stress my joints a whole lot. Just going on a fucking walk for 30 minutes to an hour will, aid, get your blood flow, helps immensely with recovery. So those are my pointers. Sleep well, fucking relax, and do some cardio. Cardio does not kill your gains. And that's before you even get into the nutrition aspect of it, which is a whole nother video subject in itself that I'm not qualified to speak on, other than eat good quality foods. If you're trying to get big and strong, eat them in a surplus. So yeah, that 6 minutes longer than I thought I would talk about that. The second thing I want to touch on is these stupid fucking arbitrary numbers to determine whether somebody is natty or not. We went through this a few years back with the FFMI, I don't even remember scale, that like if you were over 25, you were confirmed not natty. Putting an arbitrary number to these things, what it does is it takes away from so many factors that determine how strong somebody is. Who your parents are, who their parents were, your body weight, your leverages, how long you've been training goes a long fucking way. Just because, oh, well, my friend's on gear and he only squats 500 pounds and you squat 600 pounds and you claim natty. Well, maybe your friend on gear's only been training for 3 years and I've been training for 10. So yeah, the arbitrary numbers on them are stupid. Even worrying about who's natty or not, in my opinion, is pretty dumb. I don't mention it a lot. I don't talk about it a lot. I don't think it needs to be talked about a lot. I compete drug tested sometimes. I get drug tested 10 out of 10 times. I compete in a drug tested federation because I usually put up the biggest numbers in the meets I go to that are in that drug tested federation, 100% raw. I do the meets in Zion Crossroads, Virginia. John Shiflett, the meet director there, is fucking great. He puts on a great meet. And I know competitively I probably should be going elsewhere, but I just really like the environment and this is just a hobby to me. So I will continue to compete there because it's a great environment. And then sometimes I compete untested. And when I compete untested, I don't complain about competing against guys on gear because I'm choosing to go compete in that untested federation, in that untested meet. So who cares if I'm natty or not? I don't get bonus points for being that. So that's why I generally don't mention it. When asked, yes, I will tell you, I do not take PEDs. I don't take AAS. I guess I shouldn't have said PEDs because technically caffeine is a PED and I do take caffeine. But I've never put hormones in my body. I've never taken pro hormones. Never taken anything on the banned substance list as given by WADA. I've smoked some marijuana in my time. It is only banned during competition. It is not banned during the off season. So there's that. We'll get that out of the way. Being that I'm a father now, I don't smoke marijuana no more. So there's that. But yeah, just putting this number right here, 5 pounds above it and you're not natty, 5 pounds below it and you can claim natty, is a fucking ignorant argument. So that's all I wanted to say today. Had a little bit to talk about. I've not talked to you guys in a while. And maybe I'll put up a Q&A thread video after this because I'm deloading this week and I'm not filming my deloads because it's fucking boring. So peace.